how do you know that this axis is balanced, right? I can put it here, I can put it here, and it's going to sit there. It's like it's almost on. That's how you know that this, it's not completely balanced. So here we go. Let's do that right here. Boom, there it is. It was just a small little bit, right? So here, here. Y'all say that's good? All right, so we're gonna lock this axis. We don't need this one no more. We can lock it. The next axis is the roll. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna unlock it. So if it's going back this way, which way do I need to take it? Absolutely, there you go. Balance this axis first, flat, then forward and back, and then come to this one. So I use my palm here, right? And I push it right here, and I hold it. I don't just let it go. I hold it right here, and I move it until I can feel it balance itself. Still off a little bit. Boom, there it is. Would y'all say that's balanced? I'm gonna lock that down. And I'm gonna lock this in. Now, this is an important axis. This one. You want to balance it at a 45-degree angle, right here. I used to do, when I first got it, I used to do it like this, and this is wrong. You only need 45, that's it. All right, right here. So how I like to do this, I like to kind of press it up, put my palm here, and I like to kind of grab it, and I move it here. Because if you don't have like leverage, it's gonna be moving on you. So I'm gonna move here. You want it to be able to float, and then if you need to go back, you can push it back like so. Did y'all say that's floating right there at 45? All right, so that's floating at 45. Now, before I even turn on the gimbal, I'm gonna unlock all these axes. So that is not even on, but you know your gimbal is balanced. If you can get that, that is a perfectly balanced gimbal, and you're gonna be good to go. Watch. I want to walk straight. I am walking straight, but I am moving around like so. You see? I didn't cross once, did I? That is gonna be hard for you to learn. Every time I do that, and we're going to practice that today, but I want you to practice it. If you don't take nothing else from this class, take balancing and doing that. I'm going to go heel toe, and I'm going to be light with the gimbal, like so, boom. And most people, what they'll do is when they get ready to stop here, they're going to automatically stop and hit the record button, hit the stop button. I used to do that a lot. Don't. Give yourself some pads. You see what I just did? See how I just leaned in and paused? You want to do that because it'll give you that extra. The gimbal moves when I turn my hand. You see how I have my deadband up a lot because I don't want it to turn fast like that when I'm doing cinematic motions, right? I want to be able to come here and I want to be able to see how smooth I am here. I want to be able to go back and forth and then roll it with my body. Right? Some people, now if you're doing like fast stuff, this is totally different. Then you're gonna want to turn your deadband up, or you wanna hold it and put it in fast mode. You can do like that for sports too, if you need to do whip pans, right? But as far as this, if I was coming in on you, right? If I was coming in on you and I need to do like a smooth pan, you see how smooth it is moving? And I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna let you see on the screen here what I mean. If y'all do real estate or whatever, you have your meat, your potatoes, right? Your meat is going in, and then you have your potato at the end, and then your meat again. So he's doing the potato now, and now he needs to bring the meat right there, stop, and then lean in and pose, right? And then what you can do is, if you're doing real estate photography with a gimbal, right, you can come past that point, just in case you want to speed ramp later. It's going to be for your lighter cameras, like your A7 6700, something that doesn't require a whole lot of weight, and it will take a 24-70 lens. So a light camera like an A7 series and a 24-70, it will balance there. This one is the RS4. The RS4, if you see, this is the RS4 Pro, right? The RS4 Pro, yeah. The RS4 Pro has a longer handle. This is going to be for your bigger setups. Like if you wanted to run an A7, a FX6 stripped down, you can run this, or you can run like a red camera or a camera like this, right? because the longer arm is going to allow you to balance your gimbal a lot better, because sometimes you need that space to move back and forth, and this one may not be long enough. And the mini is a great, this is a great, if you don't need nothing that's big and you want to be lighter, travel, this is going to be your go-to. But if you know that you might like his setup, me personally, I would probably go with this one. It's going to definitely be like game changing.
All right.
Let me see. Take yours off, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna balance it over just to make sure
All
I
right.
can see you right now.
Left, right shouldn't need to be rebalanced. I mean,
It really just depends on if you put something else on there. So if you put another, well, no, the left right should be almost the same,
Right.
unless you put something on the top or you added something to it.
sure.
What do you think?
It feels solid. It feels like a Volvo.
It's nice. Feels good?
Yeah,
Play with it.
I like
play with
it.
Alrighty, well, thank y'all so much. I am Sigma Ambassador Keydrin Franklin. I really appreciate y'all coming to the free class. And I only went over 10 minutes.
So I ended up going with the DJI RS4 Pro combo because I wanted something that could truly grow with me and handle whatever camera setup I throw at it. After looking at the standard RS4, it became clear that the Pro version wasn't just a small upgrade, it's built for more serious long-term use. The biggest reason was power and reliability. The RS4 Pro supports a much higher payload with stronger motors, which means smoother stabilization with even bigger glass. I've previously been using the DJI RS3 Mini for the past several years. That's gotten the job done, but it really couldn't carry some of the lenses that I have. I also like the build quality of the RS4 Pro. The carbon fiber arms make it a lot lighter but stronger compared to the aluminum build of the standard version. The extra ports also mattered. Having more ports means I can build out my rig exactly how I want, whether that's adding monitors or other accessories. It's just a more flexible system overall. The Pro combo also makes sense value-wise. It comes with essential accessories like the Focus Pro motor, the Raven Eye, phone mount, and a better handle setup right out of the box. Instead of piecing everything together later, I get a complete, ready-to-go package. I really love how it folds up when you power it off. This rig feels very sturdy and smooth. I film a lot of events and have to go out in the field in rugged environments working in the power industry. This gimbal can support my 70/200 lens as well. I also picked up a gimbal belt kit from Amazon. This really takes the weight off your lower back. I'm about to test this new setup out at a conference coming up, and I'll report back how it went. So at the event, this gimbal performed phenomenally. The battery charge lasted all day, and I filmed from 7 to 4 p.m. All of my shots were really smooth. There's no need for any warp stabilization or anything like that. Right out of the camera, it's perfectly smooth. The Raven Eye feature was really nice because I had an extender to make my setup a little taller than myself, so I was able to just use the Raven Eye to project the image of the screen to my phone, and that was like right eye level with me. So that was a really nice feature that I highly recommend if you are trying to shoot a little higher up than the rest of the people out in the crowd. So for me personally, I highly recommend this gimbal if you are in the market for one. It performed excellent, the battery life was long, it's easy to use, and it's very smooth.